Hey, y'all, what's going on? The history of when I used to be religious event, religious Adventist. Yeah. Now, I'm saying that because when I used to, every time I walk in this area, I got to say something about it. I used to walk this track coming off this road right there where you see the car here, all the way down there, and I would go to the Adventist school every single day. I was like in my 20s. I was in my early 20s. Yeah. And I used to I was very dedicated into what I was doing. I was so dedicated. I was just beyond just dedicated into what I was into until in the 21st century, in the middle part of 2018, I discovered that God didn't love or care about everybody. He only cared about his church. Now, when you look at what they call the Roman Catholic Church, first and foremost, they call it the Holy Ghost Roman Catholic Church. Let's break that down. What is really the Holy Ghost? If you look in Acts chapter 7 and verses 58, it tells you the Holy Ghost is the laws of God. It means you will be keeping the commandments. That's just that simple. But in the Catholic faith, they teach. I mean, it's like you got to be jumping around and falling, all that type of just all that crazy foolishness. But that's not what it is. What is the church? If you look in Acts chapter 7, and it tells you, it said, and this is he, the children of Israel, something that was in the wilderness. So the church were the Israelites because the Israelites were in the wilderness. Those are the Hebrews. Now, when people say they going around accusing whoever speak and teach about God's chosen people, they always accuse them of saying, "Oh, Hebrew Israelite is a new religion." No, it just means you got to get informed because number one, you can't convert to a bloodline. Okay, so that knocks your lie off right there. How you gonna claim a holy Quran, a so-called holy Quran, when the Quran's the people who invented that, you don't even know why? How can your bloodline be older than a religion? Islam is a religion, right? It was created 622 years after Christ. So how in the hell you gonna claim the Holy Quran? What does Quran mean? They recited it from the Hebrew. They got it from the Hebrew. And with the practicing the heathens, which were the Arabs, went to practicing the customs of the Hebrews. That, do you know what nation of people in the Bible celebrated birthdays? Pharaoh. If you look right there in Genesis chapter what? Genesis 42, 43, 43. Yeah. They came together and they celebrated Pharaoh's birthday. That was never the Hebrew custom to do that. That wasn't never the Hebrew custom to do that because they served a different God. How you doing? They served a different God other than the God of Israel because the Hebrews did not celebrate that because it would be an abomination. It was abomination. So I'm gonna show that to y'all. The other nation, those are heathen nations. That's what they custom. But our customs was to keep the commandments and the feast days. That's it. Yeah, keep the commandments to the best of your ability. And as we grow to come into a knowledge. We come better and better and better. Just like me, I'm doing everything I can is to be better and better and better and better and better until I reach to perfection of keeping of doing the best I can is to keep the commandments. You see what I'm saying? So if you can find that Leviticus chapter 23, it talks about the holy days, the feast of unleavened bread. They got the feast of unleavened bread. Then they got the feast of, I think it's like they call it the feast of the atonements and stuff like that. Then they can have the new moons. The moons, they served the new moon. And then they had what was called memorial blowing of trumpets. Those were different types of ceremonies that they was keeping. You know what I'm saying? So if you celebrate anything, you don't celebrate Christmas, you don't celebrate Halloween, you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving, as what I call it, because all of that represents uh you celebrating the slaughter and the killing of our own people. And we shouldn't be doing that. That's why I don't, if I'm gonna cook something like some turkey wings or something like that, I don't think about no damn no Thanksgiving and I just want to do it on a regular day, not on a day that it represents who in their right mind going 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 celebrate something that represents the slaughter. Hold on, I'm gonna have to mute this. Okay, I don't think I hear no music no more. I mean, I don't think. Hopefully, it's not in there at all. But who in their right mind, knowing the truth, will fool around there and celebrate something? Like people tell me all the time, they'll say, "Do you wanna?" I mentioned a cake one time. I said, "I do. I like coconut cake, or I like this type of cake." And one person said, "Well, we can get that for your birthday." I'm like, I didn't say nothing about no damn birthday. I don't celebrate that. It's like me. I'm almost saying, stop saying that. You're putting words in my thinking that I didn't say. I'm not I'm not celebrating no damn birthday. Job cursed the day that he was born. He said, I cursed the day where I was born. No, I said just eating cake or eating something across the board in general. Not on those. No, hell no. That's not what I said. It's like people try to put words in your mouth. No, I did not say that I wanted to. Okay, I want this type of so and so for my birthday. Okay, no, 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 no. People, well, I guess they done caught on now. Is that I don't celebrate all that stuff. I don't. When they say, "Happy birthday," no, I say, "Thank God that I was able to live on the planet, not celebrating a birthday." I don't want to celebrate nothing that represents me. I want to separate something that a feast day, celebrate giving uh, honor to the Most High. That's it. Not celebrating no hell no. Any of that stuff, no, that's not me. I don't celebrate the white man, so-called white man's holidays. You don't want to celebrate the devil's holidays, and your enemy is the so-called white man. Why would you want to celebrate what your enemy tell you to celebrate, but when the Most High God tell you to celebrate, he said, remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. Oh, that was the Old Testament. You ain't making no sense right there. Right there, you making yourself look like an ass or a fool. Why they won't celebrate that? Why don't nobody say, what we gonna let's get everything we need before the seventh day come, then we can really celebrate the holy day of God. I ain't never heard nobody say that, but I sure heard them say, "What you want for your birthday?" You definitely hear that all the time. Yeah, you hear them say that, and it's like they trying to put words in your mouth. I'm not comfortable celebrating no birthday, no so-called birthday. I'm not comfortable with that. You know, no. If it ain't about teaching me how to keep the Sabbath and be holier, teaching you about the history of slavery and what happened to our people, what happened to your people, did it happen to your people, did it not happen to your people? If it ain't about that, you can miss me with all that, all this other stuff. Yeah, because that's something that the Most High God don't want His people celebrate. He don't want His people anticipating in that. So I'm gonna see y'all later, man. We'll come back and we'll talk and chop it up a little bit later. I'm in the back in the old spot again. Have you ever tried walking somewhere you didn't know where you was gonna walk and you realize that you find yourself like making a decision? Let's walk back in the same area where you came out of. This is the same way I came when I first started out walking. Yeah. So I'm gonna see y'all later, man. I'm gonna get up out of here. We'll talk later.